So the Kalos League is finally over in the Japanese anime for Pokemon XYZ, and a lot of people have been asking me what did I think about it. Did I like the result? Did I not like the result? Did I like the battle between Ash and Alain? Did I not like it? There was just so many questions surrounding this one event, and rather than try to answer those 10,000 different questions, whatever, I decided, hey, let's just go ahead and make a video about it. Not only that, but there was so much hype building around this, league battle, because there was a possibility that Ash was gonna win his first league. There were rumors being spread that Ash was gonna actually beat Alain, and he was gonna win his first league, and everybody was gonna be happy, and everything, and they were just gonna be like, yes, Ash finally won his first league. But unfortunately, he didn't win. And that's just how it is. He didn't win. I mean, I don't know what to really tell you. This is Ash we're talking about. He never wins a league. He doesn't win at all. But at the same time though, I'm not mad. A lot of people were really mad at Ash losing against Alain. I don't know why they were mad. I guess they were mad because they were going into it thinking he was gonna win, or they're just tired of seeing Ash lose. But what people need to realize is that the XYZ anime, or really the anime in general, is not even geared towards us anymore. It's geared towards children who haven't seen Pokemon anime or whatever. So to them, this is like Ash's first time losing. To us, we're used to seeing him lose. We've seen him lose like 5 other times. It's not geared towards us anymore. But so many people were upset. I went on a YouTube video the other day looking up the battle, and the battle had so many dislikes, and I'm like, is this a troll video? But no, it was the actual battle. It was the actual battle, the actual video. But people just hated the fact that Ash lost, so they disliked it. And I was just like, wow, I thought this was a troll video. But no, people just really don't like the fact that Ash lost. As for me, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad because Ash versus Alain, that battle was crazy good. Okay, that battle was absolutely amazing. If I could say anything about Ash, or anything positive about Ash, it's this: his XYZ team, or his XY team, is really good, and he as a trainer in Kalos is better than he's better than what he was in Unova. He's better than what he was in Hoenn, etc. Not Sinnoh though. Sinnoh, his team was really stacked, and I mean in Kalos his team is actually pretty stacked too. I mean he has what, Hawlucha, Talonflame, Goodra, Noivern, Pikachu, and Greninja. Like, his team is really stacked, even with all the glaring weaknesses he has on his team is really good. And Alain's team was even more stacked because he had what, Tyranitar, he had a Bashart with Guillotine, he had Weavile, the Mega Charizard X, Unfezant. I mean, Unfezant's kind of garbo anyway. And he had like Metagross. He had 2 pseudos on his team, and Pikachu took out 2 pseudos. That's crazy. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how Pikachu took out 2 pseudos, but Pikachu took out 2 pseudos. But the battle itself was absolutely amazing. It's unfortunate though that Ash did lose. I will say the one thing that I didn't like was that they buffed Greninja throughout the entire league, and then they kind of sort of nerfed him at the end when he went for a final water shuriken and somehow ended up dying to a blast burn from a Charizard X. I don't know how a Greninja dies to a blast burn considering it's resisted and it's coming from Mega Charizard X, but okay. He would have been better just going for Dragon Claw or something, or Flare Blitz. But I mean, Blast Burn, do it. You do what you do, man. But that's the only thing, because if you guys saw the battle between Ash and Sawyer, you saw the battle between Ash Greninja and Mega Sceptile, and somehow, some way, a Super Water Shuriken was able to take out a Mega Sceptile, who should normally quad resist it. But it can't take out but the Super Ultra Mega Water Shuriken can't take out a Mega Charizard X. So that Mega Charizard X is completely, they either buffed that Charizard X or they nerfed the Greninja, and I'm gonna go with they nerfed the Greninja, because there was no reason why that Charizard X should have still been standing when he got hit by that water shuriken. There was just no way. Like, if you actually go back and watch the battle, like the water shuriken got like it grew like ×3 and turned orange. He was literally throwing a Destructo Disc at Charizard, and somehow he still loses to Blast Burn. I don't know. That's probably the only thing I don't like. But the fact that Ash lost, I'm not mad about it, because the thing is that Ash always loses. He always loses because, like, if he wins, then it's like, okay, he wins, he goes home, brings home a trophy, but then what? You know, it's just like, there's this constant, like, cycle with Pokemon. Ash loses, strengthens his resolve and determination, he goes to a new region. That's just how it works. So it would feel really out of place if Ash actually won, but I mean, he came really close though. He was top 2, and also that's the one thing that people need to understand about Ash. Like, he has a really good record overall. Yes, he hasn't won a league outside of like Orange Islands, if you want to count that, and then like Battle Frontier, if you want to count that. But Ash's record overall is actually really good. I mean, let's take for example Indigo. All right, he when he competed in Indigo League, he got top 16. Now people are probably thinking, oh, he didn't win the Indigo League. Okay, but you got to think though, this was his first league, his very first league. 10 years old. He got top 16 with a Pokemon that didn't even listen to him, which was Charizard. And he lost because Charizard didn't listen to him. If Charizard had listened to him, he would be sitting really good right now. Not only that, but Ash was using Pokemon that weren't even fully evolved. He was using Pokemon like Squirtle, Bulbasaur, you know, like he was using all these Pokemon that weren't fully evolved, and he still got top 16. Like, that's still really good. And then we move on to Johto. Johto, he got top 8. He got top 8 and he lost to a Blaziken with his Charizard. And that was probably one of the best battles I've seen, you know, like in that time period. That was a really good battle between him and Harrison. That was a really good battle. But he got top 8 in Johto. You go to Hoenn, he gets top 8. You go to Sinnoh, he got top 4 in Sinnoh. Top 4. And then he loses to this really stacked trainer who has 2 legendaries, and we only saw 2 of his Pokemon throughout the entire league. Ash, I think Ash was the only one who made Tobias use his second Pokemon, which was Latios, so you know, that's still pretty busted, but still, like, Ash got top 4. You move on to Unova, he gets top 8. You move on to Kalos, he gets top 2. He gets top 2, and he's battling really good trainers as well, like Sawyer and Alain. Like, Ash's record overall, he's always been in at least top 8, with the exception of Indigo. He's always been in at least top 8. And then he's won, you know, super small tournaments every now and again. If Pokemon was actually real, Ash would be sponsored immediately because his record is so good, because he's super consistent. And that's the thing, people aren't looking at Ash's consistency. He's really consistent with his leagues and stuff. Like, he stays top 8, again with the exception of Indigo, but still top 16 is really good for a first time. So he stays on top. Obviously he doesn't win, but he stays on top of everybody, you know, on top of most of everybody who enters the league. So that's really good. And I feel like people just completely overlook this because, oh, Ash keeps losing in the league, yada yada yada. And I do understand. It sucks that Ash keeps losing. We want to see Ash win a league one day. I feel like the day that Ash actually wins a league is when the anime would probably end. But I believe me, I want to see Ash win a league as well. But at the same time though, like, you can't sleep on Ash, you know, especially in the XYZ anime, because he's definitely improved. His team is really good. His strategies are pretty okay. I mean, he has his own Greninja, you know, that can do some super mega ultra water shuriken. That's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But people sleep on Ash. I mean, do I like Ash as a character? I would say I like him more as a character since like XYZ came out, or XY, you know, because he's good. You know, I didn't really like him so much like in the previous animes, with the exception of maybe like Sinnoh, but like XYZ, I definitely respect Ash. You know, he made it the top 2. He made it to top 2. And I mean, he lost to a Mega Charizard X. I mean, we all know how ridiculously strong Mega Charizard X is. So, you know, it's not like Ash lost to, you know, a Thunderbolting Meowth. You know, he lost to a Charizard X, which is really good. It just sucks that they nerfed the Greninja. They buffed the Greninja, then they nerfed him right after. So I don't know, but that's really just how I feel about the league and how I feel about Ash and just how I feel about the entire situation overall, because a lot of people just do not like the fact that Ash lost. And the thing is that the battle between Ash and Sawyer and Ash versus Alain, those were really intense battles. I mean, I was like on the edge of my seat when it was Unfezant versus Talonflame. Like, that was a crazy sky battle. Halucha versus Weavile, that was really good. Not only that, but Ash actually was being smart. He used Rain Dance with Goodra, and then Goodra goes down, brings in Greninja right after to get the Rain boost, and takes out Bisharp. That was smart. That was smart. That was like next level strats. I'm proud of Ash. I'm proud of Ash. I'm proud that he made the top 2. That's the best placing he has gotten ever since, you know, Orange Island and Battle Frontier. Like, that is the best placing he's ever gotten. So I don't know. People can be mad that he lost, but at the same time, it's like, it's not like he lost to a random trainer. He lost to Alain, and we know Alain is a really scary dude. I mean, he literally destroys anyone who stands in his way. So the fact that he was able to almost go toe to toe with this dude, that's impressive. That is definitely impressive. But I enjoyed the Kalos League overall. I definitely enjoy the XYZ anime. It's a really good anime. So if you haven't watched it, well, if you haven't watched it, you probably shouldn't be watching this video, but it's definitely a good watch, a really good battle. Him and Sawyer was a really good battle as well. The Mega Sceptile versus Ash Greninja, it was super great animation. But yeah, I enjoyed the league overall. I definitely did, and let's hope Ash does well in Alola, you know, with whatever Alola has. But anyways, that is all I wanted to say, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, or you agree, or you disagree, I don't know, hit the like button down below. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be like, Ash should have won, blah 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 blah, and I agree. I think he should have won. Like, there was no reason why he should have lost, but it's a stacked Charizard, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But anyways, I'm up out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.